Boxboy has always been this curious experiment from HAL, small games focusing on simple puzzles that encourage players to take things at their own pace. They're never must-play experiences, but its natural charm has been enough to garner a dedicated following across the 3 games on the 3DS. And now Boxboy has arrived in a new game for the Switch, with a partner in tow in Boxboy and Boxgirl. But is this return the signifier of something new, or is it the same Boxboy we know and love? Despite its simple appearance, Boxboy does have a story, though it's nothing the game focuses on too greatly. The titular Boxboy and Boxgirl, QB and QC, are enjoying a day on their planet when meteors begin to rain from the sky, turning everything black. By solving puzzles, they can clear out the darkness and hopefully put a stop to the impending doom. Luckily, QB and QC have the ability to create blocks that can be used to help them climb ledges, keep hazards at bay, press switches, and make their way forward. If you've played Boxboy before, this will feel immediately familiar. There are 3 modes to try in Boxboy and Boxgirl. The first is the single-player story where you can take the role of QB or QC at any time to work through a series of puzzles. Each world introduces a new box ability, a new hazard, or a new twist on how you progress. It keeps things varied, but these elements rarely combine in any significant way. Many times a new idea is introduced and used for a few stages, only to be completely gone in the next world. It doesn't happen with every new element, but this decision prevents puzzles from ever becoming too complex. It isn't until the last world that the many ideas put forward combine in any significant way. Fortunately, there's also the new co-op mode, which has players working together to solve puzzles. While quite a few ideas from the single player are repurposed here, there are instances of completely unique ones, and this, along with the new puzzles in general, help keep things fresh. Now, it is possible to play this mode alone and swap between QB and QC, but it never felt as satisfying. It's a means to an end if you want to see all the content, nothing more. Working together with a friend is naturally more fun, especially when both of you put your heads together to solve the extra challenges. Each stage has crowns to find as well as a box limit. Players can use as many boxes as they want, but if you keep it to a minimum, you'll be rewarded with special medals. These medals can then be spent at a shop in order to receive new costumes and dress up your characters. There's just something naturally fun about putting these boxes in silly outfits. Players can also earn the in-game currency in order to buy songs from the soundtrack, comics that are at least a little amusing and add some personality, and even a special balloon popping minigame that rewards you with more medals. There's certainly plenty of content to find in Boxboy and Boxgirl, as evidenced by the 3rd mode. Once the single-player story has been completed, another playthrough becomes available where players take the role of the rectangular cutie. His shape changes up how puzzles are approached much more than I thought it would, as certain obstacles are better suited for either his tall or long form. Not only that, but he had a few unique elements to overcome that I hadn't seen until that point. Now, I never had that much difficulty with Cutie's mode, but his puzzles certainly made me think the most. Presentation-wise, the game is naturally a step up from its entries on the 3DS, though it still takes a minimalist approach. Most of the locations are just black and white with a few splashes of color or an actual background. But the look works as a Game Boy throwback, and the music is pleasant throughout. It all sells the cute aesthetic, punctuated with a few scant bittersweet moments that are the hallmark of the Boxboy series. The inclusion of multiplayer does add something new to the Boxboy formula, but that's only a third of the game. Most of Boxboy and Boxgirl is what longtime fans have come to expect, and even with the multiplayer or cutie, the majority of the puzzles revolve around the same things, despite the unique designs. They might be new, but it didn't take long for me to feel as if I had seen it all before. I like Boxboy and Boxgirl. It's fun in its own simple way, but this is a game that's better suited for playing in bursts rather than any kind of dedicated puzzle marathon. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on the Switch and other things gaming.